City Sports Network presents a high school football game of the week. Tonight's game is being brought to you by Profiler Performance Products, by G&G Fitness Equipment, 641 Miamisburg Centerville Road in Centerville, by Don Brown Sports Apparel, a big league look for a minor league price, by McAfee Heating and Air, any season, anytime, McAfee, by the Ohio High School Athletic Association, by the USO, by the Special Wish Foundation, Southwestern Ohio, and by the Gem City Sports Network, your source for local sports. Now, let's head out to the stadium and the play-by-play action. Here's Doug Brown.
Hey, good evening, everybody, from Harmon Field in Miamisburg, Ohio. We welcome you to Week 2 of the high school football game of the week. Tonight's game features the Worthington Christian Warriors and the Dayton Christian Warriors. So it's Warrior night here at Harmon Field. Should be a good one. These two teams are both 0-1. They both got beat by 17 or by about 20 points last week. Worthington Christian lost to Danville 33-17, and East Clinton defeated Dayton Christian 34-14. Worthington Christian, their quarterback, Hobie Rakes, was 14 of 25 in passing for 211 yards and 2 TDs. He also carried the ball 16 times for 21 yards, and Gibby Wilson had 5 receptions for 75 yards. So they like to throw the ball a little bit, and they'll run a few times. Dayton Christian, they lost 34-14 to the Astros of East Clinton. Preston Sellers, the quarterback, was 14 of 27 for 109 yards and an interception. He carried the ball 12 times for 37 yards and a touchdown. Eli Manley carried the ball 9 times for 63 yards and had 5 receptions for 31 yards on offense. On defense, he had 5 tackles and a sack. So should be a good one. These two teams have met this will be the 4th meeting between the two schools. Worthington Christian won last year 6-0 in a barn burner. And right now, Dayton Christian has yet to beat Worthington Christian. So Dayton Christian is going to, there's the standings that for those of you watching on Twitch TV. We are doing a simulcast today on Twitch TV. They're all, Cincinnati College Prep and Gamble Montessori both won last week, so they're 1-0. Dayton Christian, Hillcrest, and Schroeder, they all lost. In the Mid-State League, in the Cardinal Division, Grove City was the only winner last week. Fairfield Christian Academy, Miller, Worthington Christian, Millersport, Byrne Union, Bishop Rosecrans, and Fisher Catholic all lost. So both teams are looking for their first win of the year, and Dayton Christian is trying to snap a 3-game losing streak to the Worthington Christian Warriors. Ladies and gentlemen, this week, and I might get emotional on this, on Wednesday, we lost a great person here in the Miami Valley. He was the owner of Marion's Piazza. He's doing a something for the University of Dayton for performing arts, and he also built the field at Chaminade Julienne. He built a stadium, 2,100 seats, and a practice field also, but that practice field also doubles as a peewee field. And we lost Roger Glass due to cancer, and he was a great guy. He was 79 years old. All I had to do was call him up and say, "Hey, Roger, I'm doing Chaminade Julienne," and he says, "Okay, put me in for $10." And we ran the ads, and the last couple of years when CJ was in the state finals, or the Final Four at UD Arena, we did the games, and all I did was ask him, I said, "Okay, Roger, they may play two games. You want to sponsor?" And he said, "Yeah, by all means." So we lost a great guy in Roger Glass on Wednesday. Like I said, he passed away due to cancer. The viewing, I think, was on Sunday, and he's going to be greatly missed. Marion's Piazza has 9 locations in the Dayton area, and if you get a chance, if you're in the Dayton area here, go out and visit one of them in honor of Roger Glass. So we'll be back after this. You're listening and watching the high school game of the week.
Profiler Performance Products is an all-American manufacturer of racing cylinder heads and intake manifolds. From two-time Drag Week winner Jeff Lutz to the winningest bracket champions like Disco Dean Carnes, Profiler Performance has become the overwhelming choice of drag racing's best-known name. Profiler Performance offers the absolute best bolt-on performance for cylinder heads and intake, utilizing their own in-house custom casting and CNC machining. For more information, visit profilerperformance.com or find them on Facebook. Profiler Performance, they make power they haven't even used yet.
Hey, sports fans, you all know Don Brown. He was born and raised here in the Miami Valley and have met many of you somewhere along that line as a player, coach, or sports broadcaster for WKEF and WRGT-TV. Sports has been a big part of his life and remains so today. So if your high school team, little league organization, or group wants to look good year-round, then look no further than Don Brown Sports. From spirit gear t-shirts, polos, or equipment embroidery, or screen printing, Don Brown Sports is your first and last stop. He's got big quality at minor league pricing. Feel free to get in touch with DB via email at dhkbrown1, that's the number 1, at gmail.com. Or feel free to call him at 937-430-3105. Don Brown Sports, a big league look for a minor league price. This copyrighted broadcast is for the private use of our audience and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any way. And the accounts and descriptions of this game without the written consent of the Gem City Sports Network is strictly prohibited.
We know that purchasing a new system is a big decision. At McAfee, we feel you should only have to make it once. That's why we offer lifetime, worry-free coverage on new McAfee systems. Never a charge for repairs, never a charge for maintenance, not even a charge for filters. And when the day comes the system needs replaced, you're covered. Any season, any time, McAfee.
Contact McAfee Heating and Air at 937-438-1976 or www.mcair.com or 1-800-AIR-REPAIR. Back here at Harmon Field, historic Harmon Field in Miamisburg, Ohio. The band is getting set to come out and do the national anthem. Very small band. So, being a Christian school, they do have a prayer before each game, and that's every sport that they have here, both Dayton Christian and Worthington Christian. So I want to welcome those of you watching and listening from Worthington, just a suburb of Columbus. For those of you who couldn't make it over, there's the Dayton Christian fight song. We live in a country with freedoms like no.
We live in the greatest country in the world with freedoms like no other. To honor America, please stand or remain standing and join us in prayer, led by Pastor Landon Elder of First Baptist Church of Kettering, and then in the playing of our national anthem by the Dayton Christian Warriors marching band, led by band director Mr. Zach Greenwald. Followers of competition between two schools in the game of football. We're so thankful that you would give us a good gift like athletics and competition. And as today, we have two teams that would be competing against one another. We ask that both teams would be able to compete at the highest standard possible. We ask that you would have special blessings upon both teams. We ask for safety. We ask for character and integrity as we compete against one another. Father, as we compete, we ask that students, coaches, fans, we would all be able to celebrate this great game together with a clear mind and heart, keeping our testimony and character intact. Father, we want to take a moment and remember how good you are to us all. God, that you would send your Son to come and live for us, die for us, and resurrect for us, that we may have new and eternal life in you. God, that is one thing that we can take away from tonight. That you love us, and also you give us a good gift of competition in football. So let us celebrate that tonight. Remind ourselves of how good you are to us. We love you. We ask that in your Son's name. Amen.
Our national anthem here at Herman Field. This used to be the home of the Miamisburg Vikings, and now it's the home of the Dayton Christian Warriors since Miamisburg has a nice brand new field. And the Warriors, Dayton Christian Warriors, are getting set to take the field here at Harmon. It's the home opener for the Dayton Christian Warriors. Last week they were on the road, and on the road at East Clinton. Now they are out of the Cincinnati Metro Atlantic Conference, and then all the schools are in Cincinnati. So they got a little traveling to do. Of course, they are in Miamisburg, so it's not that far, but it's far enough for me. So here come the Warriors onto the field. The Warriors will be, the Dayton Christian Warriors will be dressed in their black jerseys with purple numbers and gold trim. The Worthington Worthington Christian Warriors dressed in their white jerseys and red numbers, gold trim, red pants. So the fans are here, the cheerleaders are here, the officials are here, we're here. So sit back and enjoy tonight's game between the Worthington Christian Warriors and the Dayton Christian Warriors. I want to thank Ben Schroyer for allowing us to come out and do video and audio for tonight's game. We are simulcasting on radio1.gemcitysports.com and Gem City Sports Network, and also on Twitch TV. We have our new Twitch TV channel. This is our inaugural football game. So the Dayton Christian Warriors have won toss, or Worthington won the toss and have elected to defer. They will kick off, and the Dayton Christian Warriors will be going from They will be receiving and going from right to left on your dial and on your screen. So one of these teams are going to pick up their first win. Going back for the Dayton Christian Warriors is number 1, Cooper Bush, and number 13, Tristan Hill. Doing the honors of kicking it off will be Camden St. John, wearing number 8. So good crowd on hand here on the Dayton side. Worthington, they traveled fairly well. So here we go. There's the whistle. And we are underway here at Harmon Field. Kick coming down, going over to the far side. It's going to be picked up by Hill. Hill to the 20, or to the 15, and going to be stopped right there at the 15-yard line. And that's where the Warriors will take over. Dayton Christian will take over 1st and 10. Quarterback for the Warriors will be number 9, Austin Sellers. Head coach for the Dayton Christian Warriors is Adrian Sellers, and Jeff Hardings is the head coach at Worthington Christian. I formation right away for the Warriors right away. In the backfield is Preston Sellers. He's the quarterback. And to his right is Justin Oliver. Man going in motion. Here's a handoff to Oliver. No, Sellers is going to keep it going around the right side. He's going to pick up maybe 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Dayton Christian Warriors. First play from scrimmage. Justin Oliver. Or not Justin Oliver. Preston Sellers takes it. So there are 2 Sellers out there, number 9 and number 12. So once again, Preston Sellers, the quarterback, calling the play. Oliver going sidecar right. Sellers in motion. Now he pass over to the far side, and it's complete to Cooper Bush. He's going to pick up maybe a couple, if that. As a matter of fact, he didn't pick up anything. They aren't moving the yard marker, so it's down 3rd down and about 9 for the Dayton Christian Warriors. They all look over. No, wait a minute. Face mask against the against Worthington Christian. That's going to be an automatic 1st down. So with 10:32 remaining here in the first quarter. This will be 1st and 10. Ball resting at the 29-yard line. 2 receivers to the near side in Sellers and Hill. Preston Sellers in the shotgun. Oliver going over to the right side. So coming over to the near side will be Bush. So 3 receivers to the near side. Here's a pitch going to number 14 in Oliver. Oliver's going to pick up at least 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Ball will be resting at about the 32-yard line of Dayton Christian. No score, just underway here at Harmon Field in Miamisburg. Glad you can join us on this Friday night. Next week, we're going to be in Carlisle for a non-league contest between 2 former Southwestern Buckeye League foes in Carlisle and Northwestern, or Northridge. Here's a handoff to Oliver. Oliver's going to get up to about the 33-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5 from that point. So Oliver picks up a couple of yards. This field really is, once it gets dark, it's really nice. And we'll probably get that about 8:30 or so, right, 8 o'clock. start seeing it. Two receivers over to the far side, two to the near side. Oliver in the backfield with Sellers. Sellers going back to pass, looking downfield, fires downfield, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by number 21, and Caleb Holt still on his feet, gets down to the 40-yard line of Dayton Christian, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Worthington Christian Warriors at the Dayton Christian 40-yard line. So a pick already. They're going to mark the ball at the 39-yard line, so that's where the Worthington Christian Warriors will take over. Quarterbacking for the Worthington Christian will be Hobie Rakes. He's not one of those two-way players either. Going over to the far side is Cameron Robinson and Jacob Corbin. Rakes will hand off. He'll hand the ball off to Albert. Ethan Albert gets down to about the 38-yard line. A pickup of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. So the Warriors of Worthington Christian, I think I'll just call them Worthington and Dayton. It's a lot easier. So Worthington will send two players or two receivers to the right or left side, one to the near side, with once again Albert in the backfield for Worthington Christian. Here's a handoff to Albert once again. Albert busts his way down all the way to the 30-yard line. He's close to a 1st down. So we'll see. It's going to be 3rd down and about 1 from the 30-yard line. Glad you can join us on this Friday night. Hope you got a good weekend planned. We're going to have high school soccer tomorrow afternoon on Twitch TV. Rakes gets nailed from behind, and he's going to be... So he got nailed from behind. It's going to be all the way back to the 41-yard line. There's a replay on Twitch. He got nailed from behind. He did not see that kid coming. So it'll be 4th down now and 10 at the 41-yard line, between the 41 and 40-yard line. So here come the Worthington. They're going to go for it with 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. And once again in the backfield is Albert. Rakes going to roll to his right, fires downfield, and it has a man, but he was out of bounds. It was Carell Amsball, and it was out of bounds, so the Dayton Christian Warriors have held after the interception, and it's now 1st and 10 for the Dayton Christian Warriors at the 41-yard line. No, they're going to mark it at the 44. I don't know why they're going to mark it at the 44. It was at the 39 or the 41. So here we go. They're going to set the chains, and it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line for Dayton Christian. Time whistle and a penalty marker coming down on the far side. We'll see what. That's usually a false start. So we'll see what the official has to say. So it'll be, okay, there was no penalty. Here's Dayton Christian. There's Sellers. Sellers going to keep it himself, going around the right side, gets a nice block, and it's down. He's down, a pickup of 1, up to the 46-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 8, or 2nd down and 9. They're not going to give him anything. Yeah, they're going to give him a yard. 2nd down and 9 at the 45-yard line for Dayton Christian. Once again in the backfield is Justin Oliver with Austin Sellers going over to the far side with two of his buddies. One is Cooper Bush. As they're looking to the near side. Time is called by the Dayton Christian Warriors, and they're going to talk about it. We're going to take a break. Be back with more after this.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Back here at Harmon Field in Miamisburg, Ohio. Dayton Christian calls timeout. That'll be their first of the half. Coming up at the half, we'll have the Dayton Christian Warrior Band and a special presentation to a young lady that's, she's a sophomore here at Dayton Christian. Very good at track. They're going to honor her at halftime. I don't know if she knows it or not. So here we go. 2nd and 9, ball at the 45-yard line. As the Warriors, the Dayton Christian taking a lot of time checking their pads on their arms. There's a handoff to Oliver. Oliver's going up the middle, and he's going to be stopped for a loss of 1 back at the 45-yard line. So they're not getting any yards whatsoever. That Worthington Christian defense is holding, is stifling their running attack. So it'll be 3rd down and about 9 at the 45-yard line. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Oliver once again in the backfield. And he's going to go sidecar left. Here's Sellers going back to pass, looking as a man. Incomplete. Had Bush wide open over the middle, but it's going to be 3rd down and 10. So it'll be 4th down, and Dayton Christian will boot it away. Going back deep for the Worthington Christian Warriors is Ethan Albert and Gibby Wilson. Wilson, one of the team captains for Worthington. And let's see who's doing the punting. Nice punt by Ben Schoaf. Picked up by Albert. Albert going to the right side. He's got some running room, and he's going to be brought down at the 40-yard line of the Dayton Christian Warriors. So that's where the Worthington Christian Warriors will take over, 1st and 10. This is strictly a football field, no soccer field. The Dayton Christian has their own field out off of Wilmington Pike in Kettering. It's a nice little facility. So 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The chain crew has not moved whatsoever. They have to wait for the official to call it to tell them to move. So they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. So here we go. Worthington has the ball. Rakes coming around to the right side and incomplete. Pass was intended for Gibby Wilson. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 at the 40-yard line of the Dayton Christian Warriors. It's tough having 2 names of Warriors, the same names. Next week it'll be the Polar Bears and the Indians. Looking forward to that one. That's going to be a good one, I think. Going over to the far side is Elijah Alt and Jacob Corbin. One to the near side in Gibby Wilson. Rakes going back to pass. Fires over to the near side. And it is incomplete. Broken up by Cooper Bush at about the 18-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down and 10. at the 40-yard line for Worthington. Neither team getting a lot of offense here. So it'll be 3rd and 10. Coming up tomorrow here on the Gem City Sports Network. Or no, it's going to be on Twitch. Twitch TV. It'll be the Grandview Heights Wildcats and the Troy Christian Eagles in high school soccer. 1 o'clock is the kickoff. Here comes Rakes over to the near side. Looking downfield. He's got a lot of open green grass. He's going to get to the 30, down to the 28-yard line. Or make it to 27. That'll be first down for the Worthington Christian Warriors. So the shadows are coming over on the tree, from the trees to the west end of the field. Field goes from east to west. And the sun is in the eyes of the Worthington Christian Warriors at this point. Going over to the far side once again is Alt and Wilson. Or Alt and Corbin. Rakes going to keep it again. Rakes gets about 3 yards down to the 24-yard line. They don't have hash marks here, so we're kind of guessing at the yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and about 8 from the 34.5-yard line. 2:29 left in this first quarter. Quick moving quarter. Rakes in the shotgun with Albert behind him. Hand off to Albert. Albert coming to the near side, and he's still on his feet and goes out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. A pickup of about, see, they're going to mark it at the 17. He's got to get down to the 13 or 14, so it'll be, where they're going to mark it at. They're going to mark it at the 17-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 2 at that point. Going to the far side will be Cameron Robinson along with Gibby Wilson. 2 tight end setup this time. Rakes underneath center. Handoff to Albert. Albert right side and going out of bounds. Good enough for a first down at about the 11-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Worthington Christian Warriors as they are knocking on the door. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. 2:07 remaining here in this first quarter. No score between Worthington Christian and Dayton Christian. Rakes giving the play to his comrades. They break the huddle and move up to the line of scrimmage. This time Wilson to the right, or to the left, and Robinson to the right. Rakes underneath center, going to fake a handoff. Looking downfield, now he's going to have to roll to his left, coming around, firing downfield. Has a man open in the end zone, touchdown. That is to Camden St. John, an 11-yard pass, and it's 6-0. That was Corral Amsbaugh. So a touchdown for the Worthington Christian Warriors. Here's the extra point. It's up and it is good by the kicker in Camden St. John. So with 1:56 remaining here in this first quarter, it is Worthington Christian 7 and Dayton Christian nothing. So the Dayton Christian Warriors have some catching up to do. They trail it 6-0.
Correct is your source for plumbing, heating, cooling, and bathroom remodeling. Good luck, Warriors, from your correct fan.
So Worthington Christian is the first to score tonight. Once again, back deep for the Dayton Christian Warriors will be Cooper Bush and Tristan Hill. Back deep for the Dayton Christian Warriors. There's the whistle. And Camden St. John will boot it away. A little squibber coming down, and Hill will pick it up on the far side. Hill will go down at the 19-yard line. He'll just slide down, thinking he didn't have anything going for him. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Dayton Christian Warriors at their own 19-yard line. So Preston Sellers and crew, offense will head to the line of scrimmage. You can hear the band in the background. So 1st and 10 for the Dayton Christian Warriors at their own 19-yard line with 1:56 remaining here in this first quarter. Make it 1:53. They ran 3 seconds off. Sellers hands off. Here's a man up the middle. And see what's that? That was number 14 and Justin Oliver. He's got the first down, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Warriors at their own 30-yard line. I think it's the first down that they've gotten. No, second. Added a penalty. So Dayton Christian has it 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Man in motion. Here's a handoff once again to Oliver. No, take that back. It's going to be Sellers. Sellers going to be dropped at about the 36-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and about 4 at that point. Clock running down. There's a replay on Twitch. There come the Warriors up to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. No, 2 to the far side. Hill in the, Oliver in the backfield. Preston Sellers gets the ball. He's firing downfield, looking for a man, and incomplete, in and out of the hands of Brody Armstrong. And on the play defensively was Gibby Wilson. You'll see a lot of these kids going both ways. They don't have a lot of kids on either side. So it'll be 3rd down and about 4 at the 3rd and 5, I should say, at the 35-yard line. First quarter coming to an end here. As the Warriors, they always look over to the near side to get the play. They don't huddle. As you can see them on Twitch, looking at their armbands. Oliver Syke will be just to the right of Sellers. Handoff to Oliver. Oliver's going to try and squeak through, and he's not going to get anywhere. He's stacked up the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down. 28 seconds and counting. So they probably get another play off. It's 4th down at the 35-yard line of the Dayton Christian Warriors. Ten seconds left in the quarter. See if they'll get this play off. They may not get it off. 2, 1, and that is going to do it for the first quarter. Your score at the end of one quarter, Worthington Christian 7 and the Dayton Christian Warriors nothing. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week on the Gem City Sports Network and watching it on Twitch channel, our Twitch TV channel. back after this. Profiler Inc., your local source for custom graphics including banners, decals, and custom apparel for your corporate, school, or personal needs. For more information, check us out on the web at www.profilerinc.com or on our Facebook page, Profiler Inc.
No matter the threat or where the front line may be, our armed forces protect and defend us every day. But what does it take to strengthen our service members and keep them focused on the mission? What does it take to keep our military connected to family, home, and country? It takes a force. Be a force behind the forces. Join the USO in helping service members and their families. Give today at csohio.uso.org.
So, second quarter action just about ready to get underway. 7-0 is our score. So Rakes, an 11-yard pass to Amsbaugh. St. John the extra point. 7-0 in favor of the Worthington Christian Warriors. And timeout is already called by the Dayton Christian Warriors. So we're going to keep it right here, and going to let everybody know that coming here tomorrow to be Grandview Heights taking on Troy Christian at Troy Christian at 1 o'clock. See it here on Twitch. That's today? Really? Okay. So here we go. Next week we'll be at Carlisle for Worthington, or for Northridge and Carlisle. Here's kick coming down, and it's going to take a hop. One hop picked up by Albert, and Albert's going to be brought down at the 50 or the 49-yard line of. What are they going to mark it here? They didn't mark it just yet, so I think it's going to be at the Dayton Christian 49. That'll be the first time. Oh, no. It'll be the second time that they've been in Dayton Christian territory. So it'll be right about the 50-yard line, 1st and 10 for Worthington Christian. Going from right to left in their white jerseys. Going over to the right side is Amsbaugh and Wilson, two to the near side. Once again, Albert in the backfield. Albert's going to get the handoff. He's going to roll around right side, and he's going to gets away from one tackler and going to be brought down from behind, or brought down in the backfield. It looks like it's going to be Eli Manley. Manley's going to be credited with the tackle. A loss of 3. Second down and 13. Ball will be at the Worthington Christian 47-yard line. Just underway here at at the second quarter. From historic Harmon Field. Here's a handoff, this time going to number 25 in Daxon Zartman. Zartman's going to be brought down, pickup of about 5, up to down to the Dayton Christian 48-yard line. So I think in on the stop was number 9 in Austin Sellers. So 3rd down and 9 from the 48-yard line. Going to the far side is Wilson and Amsbaugh. Once again in the backfield is Zartman. Rakes back to pass, looking to his right, rolling to his right, firing, and has Amsbaugh on the far side. He's got the first down and going to get down to about the 36-yard line of Dayton Christian. So they're moving the ball now. So they're going to mark it at the 35. It'll be 1st and 10 at that point. So 1st and 10. About the 3rd first down for the Worthington Christian Warriors. I don't think Dayton Christian has a first down yet. 2 receivers over to the far side. Zartman back Sidecar right to Rakes. Handoff, a fake handoff. Rakes going to keep it, goes right up the middle, has some running room. He's going to right side. He's going to go, and there's a penalty marker coming flying in. He gets all the way down to about the 10-yard line, but I think that's going to come back. They threw the flag, and it's at about the 22-yard line. See what the penalty is. Looks like it's holding against the Worthington Christian Warriors. That's going to bring it back. So to be back at the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage, so to be still 1st and 10. So they took it back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Once again, Zartman right behind Rakes. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Rakes looking over to his left, firing across, and incomplete. Intended for Gibby Wilson. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 at the 35 the 35-yard line. Coming up next week, we'll be at Carlisle as the Carlisle Indians host the Northridge Polar Bears. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock. Have it for you right here on radio1.gemcitysports.com. So 2nd and 10. Here comes Worthington Christian up to the line of scrimmage. Wilson going over to the far side with St. John over to the near side along with Corbin. There's a fake handoff. Rakes is going to keep it himself. Going to pick up about 5. It'll be 3rd down at about 5 at the 30. This field was a long-time home of the Miamisburg Vikings, and the Vikings built a new stadium out by their school. And they're playing at home tonight against Bellbrook. It's in a nice little plat, and parking is at a minimum. St. John going over to the far side along with Corbin. 2 receivers to the near side. Rakes looking to his left, looking now. He's going to have to be forced out, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield by big number 78, and Caleb Kuhlman. So that's going to be 4th down. He's going to lose about 6 yards. All the way back to the 40-yard line. So it'll be 4th down. So what's Worthington Christian going to do? Looks like Rakes came off. So Rakes, they're going to call timeout. So Worthington Christian's going to Dayton Christian's going to call a timeout. And so we're going to take a break too. Be back after this. You're listening to the the high school game of the week. We're also watching it on the Twitch channel. Back after this. A Special Wish Foundation of Dayton has a new name. It is now a Special Wish Foundation Dayton and Southwest Ohio chapter. They now serve 20 counties in Southwest Ohio and work with families whose children are being seen at Dayton Children's and Cincinnati Children's Hospitals. The organization has granted over 1,800 wishes to those children battling life-threatening illnesses. To find out how you can help make a special wish come true, log on to their website, aspecialwishdayton.org, or call them at 937-223-WISH. A Special Wish Foundation is a 501c3, and all funds stay within the local community to support local children. Seven to nothing is our score in the second quarter. It'll be 4th down, and looks like they're going to punt it away. Looks like Rakes is going to do the punting. Back deep is Cooper Bush. Now Rakes, he is going to punt it away. Nice spiral coming down, and it's going to hit it about the 10 and go into the end zone unless it went out of bounds. It's very hard to see over hard to see over on this side where the ball went out of bounds. It looks like they're going to mark it at the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Dayton Christian at that point. Make it the 9-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Dayton Christian with 7:50 to go. This quarter's moving quick. This whole game's moving quick. I say that in baseball, next thing you know, it's a 15-run inning. So here come the Dayton Christian Warriors. Preston Sellers is the quarterback with Oliver right behind him. Three receivers coming over to the near side. And if you hear the wind, it's a nice, cool fan blowing on us, thanks to Ben Schroyer. Sellers going back to pass, looking downfield. Now he's looking over to the near side. He has his brother, and he's not going to get too much. See the yard marker, see where it goes. You're going to lose one, so it'll be 2nd and 11 for the Dayton Christian Warriors. Cooper Bush going up to the far side. Ball back at the 8-yard line, so loss of 2, 2nd and 12. Sellers gets the snap. He's going to hand off. No, he's going to take it himself. He's going to get a few yards, probably about 3 or 4. So he's going to pick up 3, and that's it. Or pick up a 1, third and out and 10. Two receivers going over to the far side for Dayton Christian. 2 to the near side with Oliver in the backfield. Sellers going back to pass, looking over to his right, and has a man, but he is stopped right away. And that was Austin Sellers. He got stopped right away. No gain. It's going to be 4th down, so the Dayton Christian Warriors are going to have to punt it away. With 6:05 remaining here in this first half. Coming up at the half, we'll have the Dayton Christian Band, cheerleaders, and then a special presentation. Back deep is Albert and Wilson, and whistles blow. Offside against the Worthington Christian Warriors, so that's gonna make it kind of interesting. It's gonna be like 4th and maybe 1 or 2. So we'll see where they're gonna mark it. It's gonna be about 4th and a very short 1 yard, and they're still gonna punt it away. As Wilson and Albert move back to about the 50. A low snap. It's going to be booted away. It's a high snap, but or high kick, but it's short. And it's going to take a Worthington Christian bounce. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Worthington Christian Warriors at about the Dayton Christian 28-yard line. So not a long punt at all. And there's no wind to speak of that's blowing at them. So, right now, the temperature is in the low 80s. So here comes Worthington Christian. They got great field position. Is going over to the far side is Jurgens is Amspaw and Wilson. And once again in the backfield, Zartman. Here's a pass over to the far side. Wilson has it. He's got a little running room. He's going to get the 1st down and more. He's still on his feet, down to about the 8-yard line, it looks like. So it's going to be 1st and goal. 1st and goal for the Worthington Christian Warriors from about the 5-yard line. 5 minutes to go here in the half. In a quick-moving game. This first half was only lasted like 45 minutes. Going over to the far side is Cameron Robinson. And once again, Albert is in the backfield. Wilson coming into motion to the near side. Now he stops. He's on the right side now in the slot. Rakes is going to hand off to Albert. Albert's going to get down a couple of yards. And second down. Second to goal at about the 3-yard line. So Worthington Christian knocking on the door once again. Four minutes to go. Wilson going over to the far side. Rakes in the shotgun with Albert right behind him. Albert's going to get the ball going to the right side. He's not going to go anywhere. He's going to lose a couple of yards back to about the 8-yard line. A host of Dayton Christian Warriors brought him down. So it'll be third down and goal from about the 8-yard line, maybe 8 or 7. We'll be able to tell better when the second half when the sun goes down. So it'll be third and goal. Wilson to the far side once again. And this time Worthington Christian is going to call a timeout. So we're going to take a quick break too. We'll be back with more after this timeout.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Ohio. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the OHSAA and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back here at Harmon Field in Miamisburg, Ohio. 7-0 is our score with 3:08 to go here in this first half. And Worthington Christian is knocking on the door once again. 3 receivers to the far side with Albert in the backfield. 1 to the near side, and that is Amsball, who caught the first touchdown. And fires over to the far side and right past Amsball, so it'll be fourth down at the 8-yard line. So what are you going to do? Looks like they're going to try and kick a field goal. So it'll be fourth down and goal at the 8-yard line. St. John, they will mark the ball at the 12, so it'll be a 22-yard field goal attempt. Got a little bit of a wind behind him, but not much. Kick is up, and it is good from 22 yards out. So St. John makes it 10-0. So St. John gets it a 10-0 game. So here in the second quarter, with 3:01 to go, it is Worthington Christian 10 and Dayton Christian nothing. So Dayton Christian not out of it just yet. I mean, they've got a lot of time left. They got 33 minutes and a second to go. Or no, 27 minutes. So back deep for the Dayton Christian Warriors will be Austin Sellers and Cooper Bush. Where's that Preston Hill? No, that's Austin Sellers back deep for the Dayton Christian Warriors, standing at about their 15-yard line. St. John will boot it away for Worthington Christian with 3:01 remaining here in this first half. Boot, and it goes right over the head of Sellers. Sellers is going to pick it up, and he's got going to try and make some room, but he's not going to get very far. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16-yard line of Dayton Christian. So it's 1st and 10 for the Dayton Christian Warriors at that point. So Austin Sellers did not get a lot of running room as the ball hopped over his head. So 1st and 10 for Dayton Christian. This time Sellers under center. He's going to hand off this time to Miller. Miller coming around the near side. He's going to get up to about the 20-yard line. Pickup of about 3. 2nd down and 7. They haven't moved the yard marker yet. Oh, they had was there a penalty? Penalty marker came down against the Warriors. Looks like it was holding. So they're going to mark it back to about the 7-yard line. Or make it the 11. Or 10. It's kind of hard to see down at the other end from here. So it'll be 1st and about 15 from that point. Sellers under center. Man coming in motion. Handoff up the middle. It goes to Oliver. He's not going to get much. With 2:25 and counting here in this first half. 10-0 is our score. Worthington Christian getting a 22-yard field goal from Camden St. John. So 2nd down and about 2nd and 15 at the 10-yard line. Here come the Warriors out of the huddle. Or they don't huddle, I'm sorry. This time Sellers coming around, and it's intercepted by Elijah Alt. Alt down to about the 18-yard line for Worthington Christian. So a turnover. So turnover on interception by Alt gives the Worthington Christian Warriors great field position with 1:38 to go. They are within field goal range of St. John. So they're going to try and add 7 to it here. With 1:38 to go, ball resting at the 15-yard or at the 10-yard line. Rakes rolling to his right, looking downfield. He's going to take it himself. He's going to bust up the gut, and he's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown from 10 yards out. So Rakes, is there a penalty marker down? So no penalty marker down. So Rakes is going to take it off and just go 10 yards. And that's going to make it 16-7. With St. John coming in to do the extra point. 1:31 left. St. John, a good snap. Kick is up, and it is through the uprights. So with 1:31 to go, it is now 17-0 in favor of the Worthington Christian Warriors. We're going to keep it right here. We got a lot of stuff coming up over the fall. Got a lot of soccer and football coming up. Coming up on September 10th, we will be out at Central State University as the Marauders will host the Lancers of Lincoln University in the home opener for the Marauders. They open up the season on September the 3rd or September the 4th up at Canton at the Black College Hall of Fame game as they take on Winston-Salem State. You can watch that game on the NFL Network. So St. John will boot it away, and back deep will be Sellers and Bush for the Dayton Christian Warriors. They need to get a few points. They trail by 17. St. John has kind of squibbed it the last couple of times. And that's a little picking it up will be Caden Shepard at about the 30-yard line. Let's see what they're going to mark at the 30. See where they're going to mark it here. The 30. I haven't marked, put it down yet. 32. They're going to mark it at the 31-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 from that point for the Dayton Christian Warriors. They've got about a minute to go here in this first half. So Sellers, they got a. There's a whistle, and what do we have? There's a whistle on the field, and I think they're going to have to change the clock back to something. Two officials talking to the near side here. They're going to tell them to put some time. They're going to tell them to put some time on the clock. They're going to mark it back to 1:28 on the clock. They had 50 seconds now. And now there's 1:28 left in this first quarter or first half. 17-0. Worthington Christian leading it. Sellers in a quarterback. Going back to pass, looking down. He's got some running room if he wants to go. He's going to be run out of bounds at the 31, so a pickup of nothing. So 2nd down and about 10 from that point, with 1:21 remaining here in this first half. Glad you could join us on this Friday night from Harmon Field. Worthington Christian leading at 17-0 over the Dayton Christian Warriors. I think Big Ben over here for allowing us to do it. Sellers coming over to the near side, looking downfield. He tosses it out of bounds. Caught by number 23, Braylon Biffle, in on the sideline. He wasn't expecting it either. Thank Ben Schroyer for letting us do this. This is our inaugural game simulcast on our Twitch TV channel and also the radio1.gemcitysports.com. We'll do some more. Sellers barking out the play once again. Going back to pass, rolling to it, or getting back, and a little pass over the middle, screen pass, and up to about the 37-yard line is Austin Sellers. So they pick up a few, pickup of about 6, and timeout on the field with 1:07 left here in this first half. Tonight's game is being brought to you by Profiler Performance Products, by G&G Fitness Equipment, 641 Miamisburg Centerville Road in Centerville, by Don Brown Sports Apparel, a big league look for a minor league price, by McAfee Heating and Air, any season, anytime, McAfee, by the USO, by Profiler Inc., by A Special Wish Foundation of Dayton, by the Ohio High School Athletic Association, and by the Gem City Sports Network, your source for local sports in the Miami Valley, the Gem City Sports Network. See the icon up in the upper left-hand corner, Don Brown Sports up there. So here we go. It'll be 4th down and about 4 for the Dayton Christian Warriors. 1:07 to go. And they're going to go for it. Sellers. Man coming in motion is Austin Sellers. Preston's going to keep it, lob it over, and he's being knocked out of bounds is Cooper Bush, and it's going to be incomplete. And it's going to be first down. First down for the Worthington Christian Warriors as the clock ran down a little bit too far. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Worthington Christian at about the 39-yard line of Dayton Christian, with 1:02 left here in this first half. Okay, 1:02 it is. So 17-0 is our score. Worthington Christian leading it. They've got the ball, 1st and 10 at the Dayton Christian 39-yard line. Once again, Rakes in the shotgun with Zartman. Here's a throw downfield, and a nice catch. He bobbled it, caught it back, Wilson did, and it's a touchdown for the Warriors. So a 39-yard pass from Rakes to Wilson. Here's a replay on Twitch. He caught that in the end zone, and he bobbled it, though, and came down with it. So Wilson gives the Worthington Christian Warriors a 23-0 lead here in the first half. They've just opened it up here in the second half, or second quarter. St. John will do the extra point. Here's the kick. It's up, and it is through the uprights. And it's now 24-0 with 53 seconds left. 54 seconds left. So Worthington Christian has scored 3 times here in this second quarter. So the Dayton Christian Warriors find themselves down 24-0. So I don't think I'd want to be in the Dayton Christian Warrior locker room at the half. Here's another bounce, and Sellers is going to pick it up. He's not going to go anywhere. Going to be back at about the 8-yard line. See where it bounced at here. Went over his head again. And he just got nailed at about the 8-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Dayton Christian Warriors at their own 8. With 49 seconds left here in this first half. This quarter can't get over with fast enough for the Dayton Christian Warriors. So Dayton Christian will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line. As St. John has been getting some good kickoffs, and they're not up in the air; they're on the ground, and the ball's taking a funny hop. Of course, you never know where how it's gonna bounce. And offside going against the Worthington Christian Warriors. That's going to bring it up to the 13-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 5. 1st and 5 for the Dayton Christian Warriors. Trailing by 24. Once again into the shotgun is Preston Sellers. Clock not running. So they're going to have to hurry up. I can't see the play clock. Throw down the field. Here's a man open and well. Oh my goodness! Cooper Bush had it in his hands, and nobody in the vicinity. Nobody was in the same area code with him. He had beaten Wilson. He had a 5-yard head start over everybody with 42 seconds to go. Wow. Second down and 5 at the 13-yard line. Here in the waning seconds of the second quarter. If they run that play again, that just might work this time. Here come the Warriors. Sellers once again in the shotgun with Oliver just to his left, or to his right. Sellers. That's a man. Oh, and another bobble by Bush. Makes it 3rd down and 5. He had it, and it was a little behind him, and he bobbled it and dropped it. Here's a replay on Twitch. He was wide open at about the 20-yard line and dropped it. So 37 seconds left. 24-0, Worthington Christian leading it. Preston Sellers back to pass, fires out, and one hops it. And that was to his brother Austin. Incomplete. So it'll be 4th down now with 34 seconds to go. And the Dayton Christian will punt it away. Going back deep for the Worthington Christian Warriors will be Gibby Wilson, who caught that last touchdown pass. So 34 seconds left here in this first half. This last minute has gone, the last 2 minutes have taken longer than the entire game so far. So Preston Sellers is going to, looks like he's going to not, no, take it back. Going back is now Merrick May. So they're going to take a delay of game, it looks like. So delay of game, timeout was called by the Dayton Christian Warriors. We're going to take a break, be right back with more after this. You're listening to and watching the high school game of the week.
Profiler Performance Products is an all-American manufacturer of racing cylinder heads and intake manifolds. From 2-time Drag Week winner Jeff Lutz to the winningest bracket champions like Disco Dean Carnes, Profiler Performance has become the overwhelming choice of drag racing's best-known name. Profiler Performance offers the absolute best bolt-on performance for cylinder heads and intake, utilizing their own in-house custom casting and CNC machining. For more information, visit profilerperformance.com or find them on Facebook. Profiler Performance, they make power they haven't even used yet. Profiler Performance Products is an all-American.
Back here at Harmon Field, 24-0, Worthington Christian came over from the Columbus suburb, leading the Dayton Christian Warriors. I looked at that and I said, oh my goodness, it's going to be fun calling the Warriors. Both teams. Now they're missing a player. So here we go. I don't think the play clock is running. Here's a snap, a low snap. Went straight up in the air once again. This time it's going to bounce at about the 35 and be downed by Tristan Hill with just 26 seconds left. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Worthington Christian at the Dayton Christian 35. Surprised they haven't called for the lights yet. Getting a little dark, but you won't notice that on TV because the iris will adjust. So going over to the far side will be Amspaugh and Wilson. to the near side will be St. John. In the backfield, Zartman. This time Rakes going back to pass, going to his right, looking downfield, has a man open, and he one-hops it to Gibby Wilson. So clock stops again with 20 seconds left. That'd be second down and 10. Ball at the 30. Let's see where they're going to mark it at. Looks like at the 35-yard line. So second and 10 with 20 seconds left. Back again next week with Northridge at Carlisle. Two teams that were in the SWBL. Northridge moved to the Three Rivers Conference and was set in second place in that conference last year behind Milton Union. Rakes going to the right, firing downfield, and has Wilson, or who's he have over there? Looks like he has Amspaugh, but not enough for a touchdown. So 10 seconds left. Are they going to give him a touchdown? Yes, they are. They're going to give him a touchdown. So, a 35-yard touchdown pass from Rakes to Amspaugh. So that's the second time those two have hooked up. And the extra kick is up and good. So that makes it now 31-0. So in the second half, at the start of the second half, it will be running clock. Not the way the Dayton Christian Warriors wanted to open up the home season. And they have never beaten Dayton Christian, or they've never beaten the Worthington Christian Warriors. So once again, Bush and Sellers back deep. This time somebody else is going back there. And I can't see since it's a little dark. That'll be Justin Oliver back deep. So we'll get some good lighting here in the second half. There's another squibber, and it's going right to Oliver. Oliver gets hammered at about the 30-yard line, or 34-yard line, loses his lid. So here's a replay. He picked up the ball at about the 21-yard line. He got, looks like he got tackled around the head. But no penalty marker down. So it'll be first and 10 for the Dayton Christian Warriors at their own 34-yard line with just 6 ticks of the clock to go. They can't get this half over quick enough. So here come the Dayton Christian Warriors, first and 10. And they're talking about something here. Preston Sellers looked at the official, said something, but they're going to take a knee, and that's going to do it for the first half. Your score at the end of the first half: Worthington Christian 31 and Dayton Christian nothing. We'll be back with the band right after this. Back here at Harmon Field, getting set for the band that will be on the field. We'll have it for you here on the radio side of things. We'll see about the TV side here. So the scoring in that first half went like this. Rakes an 11-yard pass to Amspaugh with 1:56 left in the first quarter. And it was 7-0 Worthington Christian. Then they exploded in the second quarter. St. John's 22-yard kick made it 10-0 with 3:01 to go. And then all this happened within 3 minutes of this in the second half. With 1:31 left, Rakes ran it in from 10 yards out, and then with 54 seconds left, he had a 29-yard pass to Wilson, and with 10 seconds left, he threw a 35-yard pass to Amspaugh, and that's your scoring. Huh? So here we go with the band. So we're going to turn it over to the Dayton Christian Warrior Marching Band. We're still adjusting some of the equipment out there. So sit back and enjoy the Dayton Christian Marching Band. So, a quick halftime show by the Dayton Christian Warriors. Music of Queen. You know, somebody that likes Queen. I know a couple of people. So they're going to have the Dayton Christian Warrior cheerleaders do something, and then they're going to have a special presentation, and it's to a young lady. We're going to have band festival up at Northmont the 3rd. So I guess they are looks like they are a competition band, Dayton Christian, as they are getting their instruments on. I don't know how they're going to roll those off here, but they on the grass. A couple of football players were out there too. There's the cheer squad coming out on the field for the Dayton Christian Warriors. They will do a performance, and then they'll have the presentation. And these girls, they work just as hard as the band and the football team and all the other sports here in town. They work just as hard, so we're going to show them too. the Dayton Christian Warrior cheerleaders, or cheer squad. And now we're going to have a special presentation to a young lady who is a junior, and they're going to, I don't know if she knows it or not, but
honor one of our high school student athletes for her accomplishments this past spring on the track. We would like to recognize and honor junior Aurora Schubert. She had a phenomenal sophomore track season for Dayton Christian. Aurora finished third at the 2022 OSHA OHSAA Division III State Track and Field Championship. In the girls' 100-meter hurdle, 33 inches. At the state track meet, she also reset her own school record in the 100 hurdles in a blazing time of 14.98 seconds. Her previous school record she set during her freshman year, 15.08 seconds. Additionally, during the 2022 track season, Aurora earned the following honors. She was the Region 12 champion at Troy in the 100 hurdles. She was Southwest District champion at Piqua in the 100 hurdles. She was the Metro Buckeye Conference Girls Track Athlete of the Year. Was a Metro Buckeye Conference champion in 4 different track and field events. Aurora also competes in the 300 hurdles long jump and sprint relay events for the girls track and field team. Aurora plays soccer for Dayton Christian and is a member of the National Honor Society, Student Government, and School Ambassador Program. She volunteers monthly at the Dayton Gospel Mission. Aurora is joined on the field tonight with her parents, Eric and Beth Schubert. This time our athletic director, Ben Boyer, has a special plaque to present to Aurora for her outstanding sophomore track season. Let's give another big round of applause for Aurora on her third place finish at the state track meet last spring. Great job, Aurora. Go DC Warriors!
there you have it. The presentation to Aurora Schubert, who finished third in the Ohio High School Athletic Association State Division III State Track and Field meet, and in the girls' 100-meter hurdles in a time of 15.08 seconds. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have some more football. This is the Gem City Sports Network and Twitch TV.
Why do you exercise? To look better? Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Profiler Performance Products is an all-American manufacturer of racing cylinder heads and intake manifolds. From two-time Drag Week winner Jeff Lutz to the winningest bracket champions like Disco Dean Karn, Profiler Performance has become the overwhelming choice of drag racing's best-known name. Profiler Performance offers the absolute best bolt-on performance for cylinder heads and intake, utilizing their own in-house custom casting and CNC machining. For more information, visit profilerperformance.com or find them on Facebook. Profiler Performance, they make power they haven't even used yet.
Building the community starts with our children, supporting them and rewarding them for a job well done. It's our responsibility to be dependable today for a brighter tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Breathe easy. Choose McAfee.
Profiler Inc., your local source for custom graphics including banners, decals, and custom apparel for your corporate, school, or personal needs. For more information, check us out on the web at www.profilerinc.com or on our Facebook page, Profiler Inc.
Miami Valley sports fans, get your game on with the Gem City Sports Network. Get live and free on-demand coverage of local sports action. Gem City Sports Network brings you Central State athletics, high school sports from all over the area.
And it is a grand slam home run.
Plus game action from local professional and amateur sports teams. You want more? How about local auto racing from Shady Bowl Speedway?
White flag coming around.
GCSN brings the best local sports action straight to you at gemcitysports.com.
School sports official. We need more officials in Ohio, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Back here at Harmon Field, the Dayton Christian Warriors coming out onto the field. Got a few minutes left. Coming up on Tuesday night here on the Gem City Sports Network on radio1.gemcitysports.com, we will have the first coaches show for the Central State Marauders. Kevin Porter is the new coach out at Central State. He's going to try and turn things around. Sorry about that, folks. But Kevin Porter is going to come on, and we're going to talk about the upcoming season for the Central State Marauders. And their first game will be up at Canton at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium when they take on Winston-Salem State in the take on the Winston-Salem State at Canton. Then we'll talk about that and more. So we're going to see if we can get some scores here for you. Trying to upload a refresh. So it's not refreshing. So, try to get some scores here for you. Still trying to upload. But we get scores off the score stream, and that's pretty good. Gives us everything we need on when it comes to a scoreboard. I know Miamisburg is playing Bellbrook, just up the road. Wayne is playing Reynoldsburg. Oakwood is at Northridge. Trotwood is hosting Fairmont. I'll have the opportunity to call a Thursday night game again next week when Oakwood travels to Milton Union to take on the Bulldogs. That game will be on that'll be on their Facebook page, Dayton 24/7 now, and over the air at 22.3, and then it'll be also on the Spectrum channel, but I don't know exactly what number that is. But we'll have that one. Coach Jim Place and I will have that for you at 7 o'clock on Dayton247now.com and all the other outlets. So let's see if we can do this differently here. I like giving scores at the half since we got plenty of time doing it to be able to do it. And let's see here. See if we can do it that way. If not, go to Yappy. And they're not doing that there. Score stream's usually pretty good. So let's see here. Where's Yappy at? See if we can just get some scores off of Yappy Sports. So the state scores will be South Range 14 and University School nothing. They make it 21-7 now. Talmadge leading Ellett 7-0. So those are all nationals or state scores. And I don't know why this isn't working for the score stream. So we're getting set for the second half as Worthington Christian will have the ball to start this second half, leading 31-0, and they will start this clock. When they start the clock, it's going to be a running clock until the end of the game, unless Dayton Christian comes back and scores at least one touchdown to get it under 30 points. So it is 30 points. We had that last week, and Butler came back and scored 13 unanswered points. So we're going to kick it off here just briefly in just a few minutes. So here come the Dayton Christian Warriors back onto the field. Trailing 31-0. And per the OHSAA, the running clock, it keeps, I think one time there was, in 1974 or 75, something like that, Bethel just had their first game or second game or something like that. They were down like 70 or 80-0 at halftime. And it was just a total blowout. Glad I wasn't calling that game. But they called it in the third quarter because of too much, they just scored too much. I forget who they were playing. But unfortunately, that's what happened. So, just within the last couple of years, they instituted a running clock after a 30-point deficit. And that's where we're going to be at right now, with Dayton trailing 31-0. Glad you could join us on this Friday night from Harmon Field and our inaugural football game on Twitch. Oh, we still got 2 minutes. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the kickoff for the second half right after this.
Profiler Performance Products is an all-American manufacturer of racing cylinder heads and intake manifolds. From 2-time Drag Week winner Jeff Lutz to the winningest bracket champions like Disco Dean Carnes, Profiler Performance has become the overwhelming choice of drag racing's best-known name. Profiler Performance offers the absolute best bolt-on performance for cylinder heads and intake, utilizing their own in-house custom casting and CNC machining. For more information, visit profilerperformance.com or find them on Facebook. Profiler Performance, they make power they haven't even used yet.
We know that purchasing a new system is a big decision. At McAfee, we feel you should only have to make it once. That's why we offer lifetime, worry-free coverage on new McAfee systems. Never a charge for repairs, never a charge for maintenance, not even a charge for filters. And when the day comes the system needs replaced, you're covered. Any season, any time, McAfee.
Contact McAfee Heating and Air at 937-438-1976 or www.mcair.com or 1-800-AIR-REPAIR. Hey, sports fans, you all know Don Brown. He was born and raised here in the Miami Valley and have met many of you somewhere along that line as a player, coach, or sports broadcaster for WKEF and WRGT-TV. Sports has been a big part of his life and remains so today. So if your high school team, little league organization, or group wants to look good year-round, then look no further than Don Brown Sports. From spirit gear t-shirts, polos, or equipment embroidery, or screen printing, Don Brown Sports is your first and last stop. He's got big quality at minor league pricing. Feel free to get in touch with DB via email at dhkbrown1, that's the number 1, at gmail.com. Or feel free to call him at 937-430-3105. Don Brown Sports, a big league look for a minor league price. So we are set to go here in quarter number 3 as the Dayton Christian Warriors trail it 31-0, and they will kick off. Back deep for the Worthington Christian Warriors will be Albert and also Gibby Wilson. Kicking off will be Ben Schoaf. So Schoaf will kick it off with Wilson and Albert deep for the Worthington Christian Warriors as we get started here in the second half. That was a squibber, and it is going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be a penalty against the Dayton Christian Warriors unless it hit somebody. I don't know if it hit anybody or not. So they're not, I don't think they're saying anything. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Oh, yeah, they did throw a penalty for it going out of bounds. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Worthington Christian Warriors at their own 35-yard line. Just underway here in the second half of tonight's game. Worthington Christian out of the Mid-States League, and Dayton Christian out of the CMAC, the Cincinnati Metro Atlantic Conference. There we go. As Rakes gets the ball, he'll hand it off to Albert. Albert will get up to about the 41-yard line, a pickup of 6. It'll be second down and make it 42. Be 2nd and 3. With the ball resting at the 42-yard line, just underway here in the second half. And we got an injured player for Dayton Christian. And that is Austin Sellers, who's probably cramping up. And once again, the Dayton Christian medical staff was out there right away, and I got to give them a lot of credit. I was talking to somebody. They said last week that they were cramping up pretty bad, and they told the players to start drinking a lot of fluids and stuff the day before. But the medical staff at any of the schools do a fantastic job when somebody is hurt. They don't want to work during the game, but they will if they have to, and they're right on top of things. Here's a pass over to the far side, in and out of the hands of Wilson. So it'll be 3rd and 3 at the 41-yard line of the Worthington Christian Warriors. Adrian Sellers is the head coach for the Dayton Christian Warriors. Jeff Harding's the head coach of the Worthington Christian Warriors. So once again in the backfield is Albert, with 2 receivers to either side. Or take out 2 receivers to the near side. Hand off to Albert. Albert goes right side. And he's going to be stopped right before the line before the first down marker. And he's not going to make it to the first down, or is he? Yep, he's going to make it to the 45, so it's going to be a first down for Worthington Christian, right on the stripe. Right on the 45-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Worthington Christian with 9:38 and counting. The clock will not stop unless there's a touchdown, timeout, or injury. So here's Rake. Gets the snap. He's going to throw over to the right side, and this time Wilson has it, steps out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. Pickup of about let's see, what is it, 6 yards. It would be 2nd down and 4 at the Dayton Christian 49-yard line. This time coming over to the near side, we have Alt and Corbin. This time a fake handoff, and Rake is going to keep it himself, going around right side. He's got the first down. Brought down by Hill of Dayton Christian. It's going to be another first down for Worthington Christian. They're moving the ball with 8:37 remaining here in the third quarter. Like I said, the clock will not stop unless there's a score, an injury, or a timeout. So Rake in the shotgun once again. Here's a handoff once again to Albert. Albert up the middle, and he's going to pick up going to get up to down to the 41-yard line. Pickup of about 4, second down and 6 at the 41-yard line. This stadium is owned by the city of Miamisburg. The longtime home of the Miamisburg Vikings. Rake gets the snap, hands off once again to Albert. Albert's got some running room. He's got going over to the right side. He's off to the races, and he's still on his feet all the way down to about the 10-yard line, maybe closer. So it's going to be another first down. This time it's first and goal. So they're going to mark it at about the 8-yard line. First and goal at the 8. First and goal for the Warriors. Now Zartman in the backfield, trying to add on to their lead. There's Zartman getting the ball, getting down inside the 5-yard line. So it'll be second and goal. See where they mark it at. Mark it about the 5-yard line. So second and goal, 6:23 remaining here in this third quarter. Clock running. Dayton Christian has yet to get the ball here in the second half. This time Rake back to pass, throws it over to the far side, and incomplete. Intended for Wilson. It's incomplete. Went over through his hands. Clock will still run. 5:53 and counting. Once again, when the score is over 30 points, it is a running clock, and the only time they stop it is when a score, timeout, or an injury. This time Wilson goes over to the right side all by himself. Zartman in the backfield, 2 receivers to the near side. Zartman's going to get the handoff, go up the middle, and fumbled, but they're going to call him down. He gets down to about the 2 or 3 yard line. So it'll be fourth down. It looks like they're going to try and kick it. Or no. Are they going to kick it or not? No, they are not. Fourth and inches, I guess. And time is called by Worthington Christian. We're going to take a timeout too. Be back after this.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal. Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do?
Here we go as both the Warriors come out. So it'll be 4th and goal. And they are close to a touchdown. Rakes underneath center. It's going to hand off. And did they get in? Did they get in? No, they did not. Dayton Christian holds them. As Albert got the ball. So they hold them. Maybe that will be a momentum. They stopped him big time. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Dayton Christian Warriors, deep in their own territory. Let's see where they're going to mark it, about the 1-yard line. So here come the Dayton Christian Warriors with a little bit of momentum on their side. The clock is still running at 4:23 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Usually these games, if they don't go into running clock, usually last about 3 hours. This is not going to last that long. Sellers back in a quarterback. Preston will hand off. This time it goes to Oliver. Oliver gains a lot of yardage. Get up to about the pickup of about 5, 2nd and 5 from about the 6-yard line. It's very hard for us to see the clock here because it's in the. No, I meant we got it on our score or our Twitch channel, but here at the stadium you can't see it from this angle. Sellers back to pass, looking over to the near side. Intercepted. Pass is intercepted by Elijah Alt at the Dayton Christian 30-yard line. So Dayton Christian cannot have a break, or they cannot get a break. 3:14 to go here in this 3rd quarter. 31-0 is our score. Worthington Christian getting all their points in the first half. 7 in the first quarter and 24 in the second. And it was all within 3 minutes. Turnovers and bad snaps and all kinds of stuff for Dayton Christian. The 2nd quarter did not go their way. So here we go with going over to the far side is Amspaugh and Wilson. Zartman in the backfield, sidecar right to Rakes. Rakes looking to his left, fires over. It has a man open on the near side. I can't see the number. That will be St. John that got the. So he picks up about 7 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Ball will be at about the 21-yard line. Clock running with 2:25 remaining here in this 3rd quarter. Each team has had the ball at least one time. Dayton has had it one time. This is the 2nd possession for Worthington Christian. Rakes hands off to Zartman. Zartman's close to a 1st down. I think he's got it. So it'll be 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Worthington Christian Warriors. Ball will be spotted right at the 20-yard line of Dayton Christian. Not the way Dayton Christian wanted to open the home season. Last year it was just 6-0. So once again, Wilson going out wide to the right. And it looks like Robinson's to the near side. The handoff, this time going to number 4, a new guy, Jordan Gray. Gray's still on his feet, but he's not going to go too far. He'll pick up maybe 1 or 2. So it'll be 2nd down. See where they mark it at. Pickup of 1, 2nd and 9. Ball will be at the 19-yard line. Maybe the 18. The 2nd and 9 at the 19. They got to get down to the 10-yard line for the first down. Once again in the backfield is Gray. This time Gray's going to get the handoff, goes over left side. Now he's heads out to the left side, and he's fumbled, and he's going to be called down. So it's going to be 3rd down. No gain. Be 3rd and 9 at the 19-yard line. "17 seconds left in this 3rd quarter, and that's probably going to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So your score, 31-0. Worthington Christian leading it, and there's the whistle for the 3rd quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, it's Worthington Christian 31 and Dayton nothing. Dayton Christian nothing. We will be back after this timeout. You're listening to the Game of the Week on the Gem City Sports Network and watching it on Twitch TV. Back after this.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Profiler Inc., your local source for custom graphics, including banners, decals, and custom apparel for your corporate, school, or personal needs. For more information, check us out on the web at www.profilerinc.com or on our Facebook page, Profiler Inc.
No matter the threat or where the front line may be, our armed forces protect and defend us every day. But what does it take to strengthen our service members and keep them focused on the mission? What does it take to keep our military connected to family, home, and country? It takes a force. Be a force behind the forces.
Here we go, as Worthington Christian is up to the line of scrimmage, 3rd down and 10. Rakes going back to pass, fires into the end zone for Wilson, and it's over his head and out of bounds. So just underway here in the 4th quarter. And this quarter will go fast with the running clock, as the 3rd quarter did. So it'll be 4th and 10. And they're going to try a field goal. And it's going to be a 37-yard field goal by St. John here. See if he's got the leg for it. It's going to mark it at the 26. Here's the snap. It is up and no good. He didn't get it off the ground. So the Dayton Christian Warriors will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. In hopes of getting this thing back under 30. At least try to get the score respectable. So here comes the Dayton Christian. Worthington losing to Danville last week. So here we go. As timeout is going to be called, as one of the Dayton Christian Warriors was late getting onto the field. And once again, we're going to keep it right here, as coming up on Tuesday to be the Kevin Porter Show. Look at Central State Marauder athletics and football. The football team starts on the 4th up at Canton. They take on Winston-Salem State in the Black College Hall of Fame game. That will be on the NFL Network. We're not allowed to broadcast it because they got exclusive rights. Then coming up on Saturday, well, tomorrow, by the way, it'll be Grandview Heights, the Wildcats, taking on the Eagles of Troy Christian up at Troy Christian High School. Nice setting. Brian Reese will have it for you on Twitch TV. So here we go. Dayton Christian will have the ball. This time in the backfield will be Oliver. Running into Sellers, and Sellers is not going to get very far. Be lucky to get to the 21, if at all. Did not pick up a yard, so it'll be second down and 10 at their 20-yard line. Clock running with 10:37 remaining here in this contest. And it's been all Worthington Christian, especially in the second half, the final 3 minutes of the half. Going in in motion is Bush, and there's a handoff, or the little screen pass to Oliver. Oliver gets up to about the 28-yard line. So it's going to be third down and about 2 from that point. Dayton Christian needs it. Here's a replay on Twitch. Little screen pass. Gets up to the 28-yard line. Third down and, well, make it 29. Third down and 1. So Dayton Christian trying to get their first down here. Once again, Bush going into motion. Handoff goes to Oliver. Oliver's got the first down and a couple more yards to add on to it. So it'll be good enough for another first down for the Dayton Christian Warriors. They're going to mark the ball at the 31-yard line of Dayton Christian with the clock running at 9:25. Coming into the game now is a new one. Braylon Biffle, who caught a pass on the sidelines. Of course, it didn't count. So Biffle in the backfield now. Sellers getting snapped, going back, looking to the right side, and a pass is going to be picked off. And this is going all the way into the end zone is number 25 in Daxon Zartman. He picked it off at about the 32-yard line and ran it all the way back in. Let's see where it is on this replay. There he goes into the end zone. So with 8:52 remaining. Zartman a 32-yard interception return. Kick is up, and it is good by St. John. And that makes it now 38-0. So Dayton Christian got to go back to the drawing board starting on Monday. Get ready for next Friday. Next Friday we will be at Carlisle as the Carlisle Indians host the Northridge Polar Bears, a very improved Northridge team. And I forget who they played last week, but they beat them pretty badly, I think. So we'll be at Carlisle High School. It'll be radio only since they got the NFHS cameras there. But so far, Brian, looks pretty good, right? So here we go. Back deep for the Warriors will be Tristan Hill and also Cooper Bush. Bush standing at about the 15. Going back deep also is Hill, standing at about the 15-yard line. St. John will boot it away. He's been line driving him, and this is no different. And it's going to get past Hill, but Hill's going to fall on it right at about the 16, 17-yard line. And that's where the Dayton Christian Warriors will take over first and 10. With 8:48 to go here in this fourth quarter. 38-0 is our score. So everybody in the Mid-State Conference or Mid-State League lost except for one team last week. And that was Grove City Christian. I've been at that stadium. That's a nice stadium, too. That's where the Columbus Comets played football, women's football. And there's the standings for the CMAC. Cincinnati College Prep, Granville Montessori each won last week. And I don't think I can get any scores on this. And the score stream's still not coming up. Going down is Biffle in the backfield. So a loss of about 5. Second down and 15 for the Dayton Christian Warriors. 8:05 remaining here in this contest. Glad you could join us here on the Gem City Sports Network and also on Twitch TV. Let us know what you think. Get on our Facebook page and let us know what you think about our coverage of high school football, especially tonight with Twitch TV and the simulcast. Here comes Hill, and he's going to be dropped for a loss back at the 9-yard line. Somebody lost their lid. Hill lost his lid, so he's going to have to come out. Coming back into the game will be Justin Oliver. So Dayton Christian going the wrong way. Be third down and 19 at the 9-yard line. New quarterback, and that is Cooper Bush. Bush gets the ball, flips it to Caden Shepard. Shepard's going to be thrown for a loss. So they're going the wrong way. A loss of about 4 more. Back to the 6-yard line. Make it 3-yard. So they just cannot get anything going here tonight. We'll have this up for you a little bit later on the Gem City Sports Network, and a little bit later on Twitch too. Again, Bush gets the ball, going back to pass, looking over to his right side. Now he's rolling out. He's going to keep it himself. Has a little bit of running room, and he's going to be close to the original line of scrimmage. But they're going to mark it at the 16, so he's about, it'll be 3rd down or 4th down. No, I take that back. It's a turnover on downs. So Worthington Christian will get the ball back with 5:57 remaining here in this 4th quarter at the 15-yard line of Dayton Christian. Not the way Adrian Sellers wanted this game to go tonight, that's for sure. Clock stopped at 5:57. Change of possession. That's one of the rules, change of possession. A score, a timeout, or an injured player. So Rakes is still in there at quarterback for Worthington Christian. Rakes going back to pass, fires, and has a man open at the 10-yard line, but he's not going to go any further than that, and that would be Elijah Alt down to the 9-yard line. So it's close to a first down, but not close enough. About 2 yards, about a pickup of 8, 2nd and 8. 5:15 and counting here at Harmon Field in beautiful downtown Miamisburg. There's an apartment complex right on the outside of the fence on the west side of the field. I wonder, there's a handoff this time going to Gray, and Gray scores from 9 yards out. So they just add on to it. That makes it now 44-0. So that's the second score here in the second half, as St. John will boot it. with Rakes holding it. Good snap, kick is up, and it is good for St. John. That makes it now 45-0, and so the Dayton Christian Warriors will fall to 0-2, and Worthington Christian will improve to 1-1 on the year, unless Dayton Christian comes back with a miracle. So the Dayton Christian just could not get the offense going tonight. Once again, going back deep is Cooper Bush and also Tristan Hill back deep for the Warriors of Dayton Christian. Well, thank everybody for tuning in. Those of you watching and listening from Worthington, Ohio, home of the Dayton Christian or Worthington Christian Warriors. St. John will boot it off again, and like I said, most of his kicks have been on the ground, taking funny hops. There's another one going over to Hill. Hill's got it this time at about the 23, and he's going to be smacked at the 30-yard line. Hill gets up after it, and it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line of the Dayton Christian Warriors. They just cannot get any offense going tonight. I don't know what their offensive stats are right now, but they're not very good. 3 receivers coming to the near side, 1 to the far side. Once again, in at quarterback is Cooper Bush. See if he can get things going. In the backfield will be Justin Oliver. So Oliver gets the snap. Now he's rolling to his left. Has some running room. Sits to the 40 and up to the 43-yard line. Brought down by Anthony Hendricks of Worthington Christian. So that's a 1st down. That's the biggest run they've had all night. So 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line of Dayton Christian. The clock running with 3:53 remaining here in this contest. 45-0 Worthington Christian. And a whistle and offside against the Worthington Christian Warriors. So they're going to march it up 5 yards. Up to the 48-yard line. So they drove him offside. Bush looking downfield, firing downfield, and it's going to be intercepted this time by Zachary Kirkley. Kirkley to the 40, to the 45, and brought down right there at about the 46-yard line. So with 3:08 to go, Worthington Christian will have at least their 2nd interception, maybe their 3rd of the night. So Kirkley gets an interception. He'll remember that one. Would have remembered it more if he went to the house. So here come the Worthington Christian Warriors. It'll be 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line with 3:08 remaining here in the contest. And a 5-yard penalty a penalty against the Worthington Christian now. They're going to knock it back to the 35-yard line, so a penalty against Worthington Christian. And looks like Dayton Christian is going to keep the ball. So, waiting for big number 77 and Eric Rogers to get out there at left guard. The play clock is not on, so we can't tell how many times left. Here's Bush. Bush going right side, has a little running room. Coming back, trying to come back to the near side. He's going to pick up about 6 yards down to the 30-yard line. Time running out, though. Bush goes over to the right side and tries to reverse his field, but he's caught from behind that way. So it'll be about a pickup of 5, 2nd and 5. So clock running with 1:45 to go here in the game. All Worthington Christian. 45-0 is the score. Bush rolling to his right. Now fires and has a man open. Catches the man, and who is it? That is number 7, a new guy out there, Noah Pemberton. So clock continues to run with the first down. 1st and 10 for Dayton Christian, trying to get on the board before the clock runs down. As they're looking over to the sidelines to get the play as clock goes down under 105. Once again in the backfield is Oliver. Bush is going to run now. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds, but the clock is going to continue to run. So we'll probably get one more play left, one more play here into this contest. It's all Worthington Christian, 45-0. Today's game has been brought to you by Profiler Performance Products, by G&G Fitness Equipment, 641 Miamisburg Centerville Road in Centerville, by Don Brown Sports Apparel, Big League. Look for a minor league price. By McAfee Heating and Air. Here's the play. It's going in as the wide receiver out to the left just jumped. So we're going to mark it back 5 yards. And that's going to do it. Time runs out, and your final score, Worthington Christian 45, Dayton Christian 41. Scoring went like this. Rakes on an 11-yard pass to Amspaugh started the scoring. It was 7-0 with 1:56 to go in the first quarter. Then they exploded. Worthington Christian exploded in the second quarter, scoring most of their points within the first with 3:01 left. St. John had a 22-yard kick. It was 10-0 with 3:01 to go. With 1:31 to go, Rakes had a 10-yard run, and then a few seconds later, with 54 seconds left, Rakes had a 29-yard pass to Wilson. And St. John made the extra point, 24-0. Then with 10 seconds left, Rakes had a 35-yard pass to Amspaugh. The second time they connected, and it was 31-0 at the half. And then the second half, Zartman had a 32-yard interception return, and it was 38-0 after St. John made the extra point. And then Gray, with 4:51 left, had a 9-yard run to close out the scoring. So your final score was 45-0. Coming up tomorrow on Gem City Sports Network or on Twitch TV will be the Grandview Heights Wildcats taking on the Troy Christian Eagles up at Troy Christian. 1 o'clock kickoff. Brian Reese will have it for you on Twitch TV as we are trying something new this year. Twitch TV having fun doing it, aren't we? Thumbs up by Brian. And then on Tuesday, we'll have the coaches show for the Central State. The Kevin Porter show will be at 7 o'clock on Tuesday night. And then next Friday, it will be the Carlisle Indians taking on the Northridge Polar Bears at Carlisle High School. So for Brian Reese, this is Doug Brown saying so long from Harmon Field in Miamisburg. Once again, your final score. Worthington Christian 45, Dayton Christian 0. It's been a presentation of the Gem City Sports Network.